let's be for real right now. We live in a nation that runs off of capitalism and overconsumption, unfortunately. And on the day-to-day, in our everyday lives, at least for me, I feel like it can be really difficult to avoid contributing to that monster, especially when it comes to hobbies, and especially when it comes to stationery hobbies. Of course, for journaling and stationery, all you really need is like any old pen, any old paper, you're good to go. But the extras are fun. The extras are really fun, and I love them. So since starting this hobby, I've tried to find ways to more sustainably and intentionally collect my stationery materials and go about journaling and what have you. And this can be fairly difficult in a world where you can buy any cute, aesthetic, trendy item you want, basically, at the click of a button on websites like Amazon. And don't get me wrong, I do be doing that occasionally, I can't lie. But I do try to focus my effort and intentions towards buying secondhand and thrifting my stationery goods. My boyfriend Joel just happens to own a vintage clothing store, so we are frequenters, regulars, if you will, at all of our local thrift stores. When we enter those doors, it's game on. He's beelining for the clothing, the sweaters, the graphic tees. My eyes are on the prize with the craft aisle. The books, I'm in there. I'm sifting. I'm looking at nonfiction. I'm looking at fiction. I'm looking at magazines. I'm looking at old records. I'm looking at old art. Everything. Because you never know what you'll find. That's the beauty of it as well. It feels so rewarding to find something secondhand that you've been pining over and writing over and over again on your wish list, and you've been looking at brand new online, and you find it at the thrift store. It's an unmatched feeling, truly. It's likely going to be discounted, and you're taking somebody else's trash and making it your treasure and keeping it out of the landfills. It's a win-win-win. So today, folks, I would like to take you along for a little stationery thrift haul of some of my most recent finds. And yeah, I got a lot more where this comes from. So if there's any interest in a part 2 of the things I often looked for at the thrift, recent finds of mine, my favorite finds of all time, come thrifting with me for stationery at our local thrifts, anything like that, I would be happy to do. And I will probably do even if nobody says they want me to do. So let's rock. You truly do not need to buy another brand new stamp ever again in your whole entire life. The thrift store is a treasure trove of stamps. Every single stamp I own is from the thrift store. I buy them in bundles like this one on the left. I buy single larger stamps like this cute Hollyhocks one here. And I found this cute Curious George stamp set at the Humane Society thrift the other day, and I cannot wait to use it in my Hobonichi. All sorts of cutting tools are super common finds at the thrift for me. I got my little paper slicer contraption from the thrift store. I see X-Acto knives, scissors, those sorts of things all the time. I came across somebody's donated collection of their old scrapbook materials at a small town antique mall near where I live. And one of the things I picked up was this stack of this and that paper goods. All of these little images and frames and bows on these sheets pop out, and they're all printed on cardstock. So I'm excited to use these for decor and collaging. Antique malls are also hotspots for cool postcards. Here I have 2 postcard books that I found at antique malls. This cat book, are you kidding me? This Gauguin postcard book is also from a small town antique mall. If you can't tell, the small town thrifts are where it's at. And I love some of these works of art in here. I also pick up individual postcards pretty often. I just so happen to have picked up these 2 books on this particular day. My man really did his big one with this find. This is a stack of 17 magazines from the 50s and 60s that Joel gifted me for my birthday last year. He found a giant bag of them on the side of the road. You just never know what people are going to be giving away or throwing out or donating. I have like 15 or 16 of these, and they are amazing. They're my favorite to use for collaging. So many fun vintage outfits, super cool colors, great big, bold, weird, unique fonts to use to cut out letters or cut out quotes. And overall, just great for artistic inspiration. I've used cutouts and images from these magazines in a ton of different ways. One of them being the cover page for my pen and ink pairings section in my swatch journal, the cover page for my notes section in my Hobonichi Weeks, and here on my intro page in my Hobonichi Weeks as well. The office section of a thrift store has got you covered with all sorts of miscellaneous paper goods. I know that the whole guest check aesthetic is very popular right now with junk journalers. You can always find pads of paper like that in the office section at a thrift store. Here are some important message flyers. There's always going to be some miscellaneous crafty tools. I feel like lots of people have gone through a scrapbooking phase at some point in their life, and you'll find all sorts of scrapbooking hole punchers and Cricut materials and stickers and ephemera. A lot of people get into these hobbies and also fall out of them, which is fine. But it can cause a lot of waste, and it's helpful to reap the benefits of them moving on to another hobby. Thrifting for notebooks can certainly be tricky, especially if you are kind of a paper snob like I am, but sometimes you get lucky, like I did this day, and you find a little Leuchtturm. Oftentimes, the notebooks at the thrift will have writing on some of the pages, like this one does here. Luckily, it's a quick and simple fix with a little X-Acto knife or a nice pair of scissors to clean it up and make it good as new. I was honestly super stoked to find this little pocket Leuchtturm because I've been trying to find the perfect insert for my Paper Republic pocket notebook cover. I wanted something hardcover and a big enough size that there's not a bunch of extra leather around the edges. Like the Travelers Company passport size inserts are a little bit too small for this pocket notebook. So there's always a ton of leather around the edges, and I don't like the way that looks. And this fit perfectly. I cannot wait to change out my inserts and use this one. I found this pastel pink Artist's Loft sketchbook on the same Goodwill trip as the Leuchtturm, so as you can imagine, I was a happy girl. Obviously, there's a little bit of damage on the front cover, but that is absolutely nothing a few stickers can't fix. This book has perforated pages, which I think will be fun to tear out little pieces of art or notes for friends or loved ones. And I'm excited to maybe do like some sketching in here, some marker drawings. I don't think it's nice enough paper for my inks or my fountain pens, but I'm sure I'll find something to do with it. So we've chatted traditional thrift stores, we've chatted antique malls. What we haven't chatted yet is estate sales. And that is where I got this beautiful tin canister that I keep some of my ink samples in. I believe the woman that sold this to me told me that this was made in the 1950s in England, which is so cool. Let's talk about the elephant in the room here. Yes, these pens that are sitting out are in fact thrifted. Best day of my life when I found these. Okay, maybe that's a bit dramatic, but I was super stoked to find a pen case with somebody's collection of 7 or 8 Jinhao pens. I picked up 3 of them. This black and red marbled Jinhao X450 writes so smooth. It doesn't have a nib size on it, but it writes, I would say, close to like a TWSBI medium. It's got a cartridge converter that comes with the pen, which makes changing out inks super easy. And here are a few writing examples with this pen. Next, we've got this black and gold Jinhao. And this pen has a Fude nib, which I don't have much experience with, and this will actually be my first pen that has a Fude nib. But other than that, I don't know much about this pen. I don't know the model. I don't know the nib size. So if anybody recognizes this pen or has information about it, please let me know. This beautiful little trinket box that I keep my fountain pens in is also an amazing secondhand find. Shout out to my man. It's got this beautiful metalwork on it of like a man and a woman gazing into each other's eyes with the cute little feet and this red velvet interior. Beautiful. I love having this sitting out with my pens in it. Now this is an interesting little collection of items. When I first got into fountain pens and ink, I was trying to find and curate the perfect ink swatching setup. I needed something that I could put my ink sample vials into that was going to keep them from tipping over, which I have spilled many ink sample vials, which is why the table that I'm on currently looks the way that it does. You could buy ink sample vial holders online, that are plastic and not necessarily inexpensive, but I found this vintage inkwell at an antique mall and it's perfect. I also wanted to find a tool that would help me make round ink swatches. I found this glass wine stopper. It has 2 different size ends, so I can make a larger circle or a smaller circle, and it works perfectly. I also found this glass cocktail stirrer, which also makes super satisfying swatches. Forget Staples, forget Office Depot. Do you know how many office supplies already exist in the world that are looking for a good home? A lot, okay? I needed something to organize all of my ephemera and my stickers. I found this accordion folder thing. Is it the best system? Probably not, but it gets the job done for right now. And I did actually pick up a binder the other day at Goodwill with the intentions of turning it into my sticker binder so I can hopefully clean up this system a bit. In here, we have everything from online Pinterest printouts to magazine cutouts to sticker sheets to single vinyl stickers to random paper goods I found at the Thrift. Pretty much any sort of ephemera that I use to decorate my journal spreads, I keep in this accordion folder. So it is really nice to have it all in one place. I could just take this with me wherever I'm going and have everything that I need. Last, but certainly not least, we've got scrapbooking paper. I'll be honest, a lot of the times at the Thrift, I just end up finding like your classic solid color construction paper. But every now and then, you'll come across a gem like this stack of quirky, fun, unique printed scrapbooking paper that would be great to use for collages or backgrounds of journal spreads. And these designs are right up my alley.